Wah, 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 wah. I'm alive now. I'm here. I'm here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, success. Good morning, Z Graves. Good morning, Kanan. Good morning, Cake Fisty. Good morning, Non Never. Good morning, Oni-chan. Good morning, Exisippy. Good morning, Link's Treehouse. Good morning, Master Protoss. Good morning, Ice Cream, Ice Crime, Ice Cream. Good morning, Tomorrow. Commanding Lexifate. Commanding the consultant for 27. Commanding Squirrel Squad 77. Commanding again Aspect. Commanding LDTGX. Hi. Yes, it probably was Pippa. Anyway, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but it looks interesting. Commanding the Alcoholic Prophet 559. I could surely use a drink. Thank you for calling me Maple. Lexifate. Uber gay and late. I am late on. Yeah, I am late. Ah, was it surprising? I am actually late. Very late today. Very late and more than just a little bit gay. It's extremely homosexual. It's seeping out of my pores at this very instant. Commanding Father CJC, thank you for saying hello, even if you can't watch. I appreciate that, because you don't have to do that. Nobody has to be here, and you go out of your way to. That tells me that I suspect that you think I'm okay. Yeah. Only by 14 minutes. I started late because I want to end early. Piscana, good meowing. Lethal Kate, good meowing. What did I miss? You're interesting. We're talking about when we followed. Oh, cool, oh, cool, oh, cool. We can go down memory lane. Good meowing, Caleb Inferno. Late is fine, then dead. You're late. Are you pregnant? I can't be pregnant. I haven't had sex, Oni-chan. Sleeping out of your paws. The gaydar was shattered with this level of late. I know. Wow. I don't want to make excuses. The truth is just, after, I don't have the stamina to do long streams. The truth is I was really tired after not just Minecraft, but everything that led up to it because it's my fault. It's because of Linux. It's my fault. I'm stupid. I don't know how to use Linux. So there was a lot of things that I had to, I don't know, try to. I wasn't even troubleshooting on my own, but I still couldn't figure it out. Yeah. Moon is the only streamer I ever found it worth interacting with. Thank you, King Fisty. I don't know. That makes me very shy and happy. The Virgin Mary got pregnant. Okay, Exisip, I'll take notes. I was out of town, knocked out both times. Trying to watch, got home, missed again. I was very mad. I'm sorry, don't be mad, don't be mad. There'll be a stream every day, forever. Good morning, Accentique. Good morning, Zero, no original. How are you? You don't need sex, just hit the sperm bank. Smart. That's smart. Kid, explode a sperm bank. How is Linux misbehaving this time, not letting you game? I'm just stupid. Okay, so I needed a plugin to split my audio on OBS for Linux so that I could have game sounds separate from desktop sounds, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. So yeah, I was trying to get a plugin, but this plugin came in two forms. It came in like a regular .tar.gz, and then it came in Flatpak. And there had to be a Flatpak, right? And the first trouble was I forgot how to unzip a tar file. It's just with tar. I also forgot that when you unzip a tar file, it unzips in the location where you unzip it, unless you specify a directory, right? No audio piping. Yeah, I was trying to get an audio piping thing. Yeah, I was gonna say fuck Flatpak as well. Accidentally said I was waiting to hear Flatpak. I was trying to avoid it, but sometime last week when I was trying to do the streams, my OBS kept crashing because there are 3 different OBS versions that I have access to that I have tried out using, and one of them was again without Flatpak, just using command line to get OBS Studio, it kept crashing on me. So I needed something else. So I ended up resorting to the OBS Flatpak version. And because of that, nobody cares, but it's true. Because of this, I don't even know where my real OBS files are. Like, like I didn't know where to put the plugin. And then I was like, I don't know if I can use the regular version of this plugin or do I need the Flatpak version of this plugin? And I was just very confused. And then it didn't work. It was just like, that was a lot. And then on top of that, I've played the game for a while, but I'm very bad at the game. Yeah, I'm bad at multitasking. I don't really know what I'm doing. Now, this is a cope. I could get better. I could work harder. I could learn, you know? Tar GZ need X zip. Okay, what Flatpak? Flatpak for a flat cat. This is funny. This is really funny. Pipe? Okay. I don't know. You guys are saying words, and I don't know what a lot of them are. But, you know, I haven't given up, right? Colorado VPN popped off today. Yeah, that was the other thing. All throughout, not just today, but the past several days, I hate to say it, I've been having issues with Molvad, my favorite VPN, the only VPN service provider worth money, honestly. It's the only one. There's no other one that's worth spending money on. I don't even shill them regularly because honestly, I'm afraid if they get too popular, they will become more of a target. So I'm kind of like, if I like you, I'll mention them. If not, good luck out there. Anyway, my typical go-to locations kept disconnecting all day long. So the Mooncraft kept going offline and, I love that you're trying to learn Linux. I suggest reading Linux in a Nutshell. Thank you. Genuinely, thank you, Kaden, because I'm always looking for a book source for things. I feel like video educational content kind of goes in one ear and out the other for me. I really prefer to read instructions when I can. Everyone I met who is good at Linux had constant problems at the start. It will be a master moon. Linktree. I sincerely doubt the master part, but I do believe you that I will get better over time. I do believe I will get better. I'm not sure to the level of master though. I learned to use it because I can't play Minecraft in Windows due to outdated drivers. The feeling is mutual, right? And then that was a whole other thing too because I'm moving not from Windows to Linux, but from Mac and my PlayStation 5 to Linux. So it's like every step of everything is a little bit of a headache. But I wouldn't have it any other way necessarily. So, it's fine. Use man pages, but sometimes they're so long. Sometimes the manuals are so long and they have so many things, but you're right. You gotta read the docs, you gotta read the manual. Can never use Linux, too much to learn. Windows is so much easier and better for gaming. I would rather gouge my eyes out than use Windows for gaming, but luckily, I haven't gotten that far yet. I do think that Linux is a lot to learn, though. It's a lot to ask for. Honestly, it's hard to recommend Linux to anyone who's not at least curious about learning. Because a lot of people just want things that work right now. And the price of that convenience is everything. These big tech companies will take everything from you. There's no end. There's no end in sight. They want your job. They want your private conversations. They want to know your emotions. They want to be your friendship circle. I'm looking at you, Mark Zuckerberg. I'm afraid of you, but I'm also looking at you. Learning by doing is the best. I think so too. You're working hard. Proud of you. Thank you, Oni-chan. I have help. Macintosh is Linux Lite. I love Macs, to be honest. I miss Steve Jobs. He should have been frozen so that we could resurrect him when the technology gets there. I don't know. No offense to Tim. I don't really know him, but I feel like Apple has just gone downhill since Mr. Jobs left this world. I don't know if that has to do with the leadership or if it has to do with the state of being a publicly traded company and the original founders of any given thing, as long as people live and die, the original mission may shift or change over time. Okay. I hope you'll take time to save your shell history config files. You sooner or later you'll have to do this again for one reason or another. Accent Teak, I was actually thinking of starting fresh on a brand new distro. Steam OS if you want to try gaming. You know, I don't even have time for gaming, so it's fine. I only have time for Mooncraft. Meta recently said they're not going to stop the scam ads on their platforms because they generate too much money, so fuck Meta. They're not the only one. Like, a lot of these companies are literally in the business of wasting your time at, like, the steps of enshittification. First, the customer gets fucked over, but then they have, obviously first they make a good product. Then that good product gets acquired by a bigger company that doesn't care about delivering a good service. They just care about extracting revenue. And then then they fuck over the customers, and then you have businesses that also use the product and also are another type of customers, and eventually the business owners get fucked as well, and then everyone's fucked, and the only one winning is Alphabet. Would Moon freeze herself? Absolutely. I would like to freeze myself. Which doesn't make sense because I also want to die. So I don't know. I'll think about it. Our Lord and Savior, Steve Jobs, was a retard for not going to a real hospital to deal with his cancer, not that mountain woman voodoo shit. I think he was a human being afraid of death's door. And I think a lot of us are afraid of that. But I agree that it would have been at least nice for him to get real cancer treatments. I'm not saying that they could have saved him, but it would have been nice. Steve Jobs also sucks stealing from Wozniak. I don't know the drama, but I believe you. I do believe that a lot of innovators are good at innovating by stealing, by theft, and being cutthroat. So I wouldn't doubt that. But at least his maybe unsavory sides were to the benefit of the product. Trying a different OS eventually. I know you had some interest in Factorio and plans on one day playing it. Yes, I want to play it so I could be just like Destiny. Demanding freedom, Cactus. Microsoft and Minecraft. Wow. Why? Fuck Microsoft too. Why are you talking bad about my poor innocent billionaire companies? I'll say it again. Just kidding. No, I won't. I gotta stop talking bad about them because I do think they're either going to send me to El Salvador to work on a farm or they're going to gas chamber me at some point. It may not be today, but these AI are taking note. They're always listening. You don't have time for gaming? You're unemployed. What do you do all day? Exisip, I'm trying to run a business. What do you mean? Fluffy, oh hello. And I also have a gooning addiction. So I spend 80% of the day gooning and 20% of the day stressing about being not profitable. Get me out in Fluffy, get me out in Tarragon Dragneo. You're not allowed to die. Okay, freeze my cat girl body. So far, she is to be believed. Sleep goon, edit. Success, you know me too well. I'm actually afraid. Sleep, goon, edit, video, and stream. That's pretty accurate. And eat Sour Patch Kids. That's also accurate. He's not. He's afraid of doctors. Do you want to die, or do you want to have a sense that you have disappeared? I feel like I've already disappeared. I don't know. I think I just want the pain to be over. So less goon, more game. Maybe real medical care would or wouldn't have saved him, but he would have had a better chance. Jobs was much more humbled with age, which thankfully led to the current macOS still being great for now. Yeah. Corruption is everywhere. Cheating is the only way to get ahead. Let's all commit tax fraud. Good idea, Aspect. That's a great idea. I just gotta learn how to not get caught. She learns Linux while gooning with the other hand. 80% is a wee bit much, Moon. I know. I didn't say I was proud of it. I'm trying to be a nun again. She does a lot of stuff behind the scenes, working on her other channels. 80% female gooners are wild. You know, it's because we have no refractory period. We could just go and go and go. And also because, let's be honest, I'm a lowly, but I'm also a hag. So I have those hormones. I'm horny all the time. You can goon while I shouldn't say this, by the way. This is supposed to be a family-friendly stream. Damn it, I have to cut that out of the VOD. You can goon while Linux. I think compiler error messages make me horny at this. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. I want to die? I've seen enough BS. I know. I did see the light, boys. I did see the light, boys. I had a near death experience one time in my life, and yeah, it was much like the tunnel. I want to give her a little kick. But you know, now that I think about it, is it really that it was a tunnel, or was it that, you know, my eyes were literally closing and I was losing consciousness? So, you know, like the way that like pupils work and vision works, maybe that's what it is. You're 30? I'm 60. What do you mean? Good morning, Sir Toffam Hat 433. 430. 433. Thank you for the follow and welcome. We're getting a second Moonson non-arc one soon. You're gonna be impotent. Bet. Good morning, Bash 13. Very family friendly stream. You know, some days I do better than others. Yes, I'll stop talking about it, Oni-chan. That's fine. Hag starts at 25 these days. Okay, controversial take. I think once you've graduated high school, you're a hag. In fact, even if you haven't graduated high school, if you're a teen mom, if you get pregnant as a teenager, you're already a hag. When you get sad, is it the kind that makes you want to be alone or crave company? I only crave specific company, otherwise I'd rather be alone. It starts at 17. Hi, Mr. Good Cat Gaming, welcome back. Can you see the undead horses? Yes, I do see spirits. I thought hag was like 50. What is this? That's if you're talking about witches in the olden days. We're talking about the modern times. Get with the program. I told you humans are going to start living forever soon. So, you know, with that, I don't know. Actually, that should go the reverse way, shouldn't it? If we're going to live forever, then maybe we're younger for a longer time. I have to think about this more. Or maybe it just won't matter. Want to hear some news? Yep, tell me the news. Age is relevant. I'm clearly a grandpa compared to many here. King Fisty, that's more than welcome. My desire to target demographic is men and hopefully women, but probably realistically just men in their 50s and up. So I don't even think you're in that group, but I wish they would like me and watch my streams and watch my content. Because I lack a father figure. That's really why. This is about daddy issues. At least to 4chan, 17 makes you a hag. Now that's crazy. What are these definitions? What's a male hag call? Moody grandpas unite. Pretty much a boomer here. My target audience. Nice. Oops. I don't know what I said. Thomas and Friends turned their 80th anniversary and pilot is on YouTube. Nice. I don't know who that is, but that's awesome. I now have a decent idea which subreddit Moon probably likes to frequent. I'll tell you, I go to Silly Girl Club, I go to the popular page, and then I just get mad at all the AI, the AI generated stories that are put there to make me mad. Like this one woman who's married, I think she's 31, and her husband, no, the right number. Actually, I don't remember her age. Maybe she's like in her 30s and her husband's in his 40s, and her husband has a teenage daughter from a prior relationship. And this daughter comes to their house every weekend. By the way, I'm pretty sure this is an AI story, but I'm going to tell it anyway. The daughter comes to the house every weekend, and she's a mess, and she's a bitch because she's a teenager. And, you know, a lot of teenagers, myself included, were bitches. So, she doesn't smile. She doesn't greet her stepmom. She acts too good for everything, and you know she doesn't do her laundry. She eats up all the food. So the woman doesn't really like her stepdaughter all that much from the sound of it. Like, you know, she's like, I like peace in my house, and this does not spark joy. This stepchild does not spark joy. But now the girl's mom is like, hey. We're having issues. She's not getting along with me. She's gonna move in with her dad. And then the woman who's writing the thread was like, am I an asshole for not wanting my stepdaughter to move in with me and destroy my life? Because, you know, all of those reasons. And everyone told her that she's an asshole. Because how can you make a dad choose between his wife and his daughter? Like, And yeah, you know, it's a phase. She'll grow out of it probably. Anyway. I don't know why I'm telling you this. You need to create interesting video essays and learn the 50. That's what I plan to do. Am I the only one using a scythe to mow my lawn? What am I then? I can't wait to have a real scythe in real life. So much better for trimming the lawn, only painful keeping maintenance. It's also better for the neighbors, but I always get laughed at when I mention it. You know, ignore the haters. Also, I just noticed something. Am I not seeing Twitch chatters, or are Twitch people not talking to me? Am I not live on Twitch? Fluffy. Or maybe no one's talking to me. You guys hate me over on Twitch? What's going on? Hi, Luxifae. Thank you. Okay, it works. It's been a bit dead. Okay, fine. I know. It's probably because I talked about I don't know, Reddit. It's because I mentioned Reddit. I really gotta stop doing that. Anyway, let's start the stream. Good meowing, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for tuning into Love Talk with me, Mrs. Moonson. This is a daily talk show where Smitten Kitten discusses all things love, life, and anime. But it's actually 3 minutes after stream ends, so I think I should just stop here, right? You guys want the quote and then I just end it here? Or should I go on with the stream? I don't know. We're all sleepy. I've been sipping a drink. I could really use a drink right now. I said that already, but I still think it's true. Wah, 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 wah. I think the spray bottle is losing its effectiveness, which doesn't exist, right? Cake is awesome. You gotta cancel something. You gotta do the full stream. Okay, I'll go fast. Speed run today. We have Sugoi Nani de Saturday, also known as What the Fuck Saturday. It's a day that we cover the bizarre, the abnormal, and the taboo. Sometimes. A lot of the times it's not even true, but hypothetically, if I was going to be controversial, today is the day where I grant myself the permission. In fact, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe starting next week, we make Saturday stream 18 plus, and I just throw all the rules out the window. And just like every Saturday, I save up all of my, all of the bad things that I have to say that aren't family friendly, and I only do it on Saturday. I feel like that could be fun. It could be really weird if it's someone's first time. But it could also be fun. Anyway, gonna start with an anime, and then I'll talk about the question of the day, and then I'll take you to the cancel corner where I'm gonna cancel something. I don't remember what. Okay, here's an anime. It is called My Next Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom. I feel like I've talked about this one before for some reason, but the last time I talked about it, I hadn't watched any of it, and this time I have watched some of it. Thank you, Dimitri. Thank you for wishing me a great stream, and I'm guessing for exposing me to the front page. Hello, Kick. Hi, if you're watching. I'm Mrs. Moonson, otherwise known as Mrs. Goonson, and I'm gonna talk about anime for a few minutes now. Hi. Hi. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, the synopsis. Wealthy heiress Katerina Claes is hit in the head with a rock and recovers the memories of her past life. It turns out the world she lives in is the world of the game Fortune Lover, an ultimate game she was obsessed with in her past life. But she's been cast as the villain character who tries to foil the protagonist's romance. The best ending in the game for Katerina is either exile, and the worst is death. So she has to find a way to avoid triggering those flags. Basically, she was a 17-year-old. I forgot how she died. How did she die? Why in the isekais do they always have to die? I don't remember how she died, but she dies and then she gets transported into this video game that's like a dating sim, but she's like the bad character, right? She's a bad character trying to get in the way of the main girl's romances. But if she does that, if she's a baddie, if she's a villain, that, it's not going to end out great for her. So instead, she was executed? Is that what happened? Anyway, she ends up kind of like being nice to people to avoid death and exile. I thought it was really cute. No, because you expect her to be evil, but she is good. Give me out in Lechuga, by the way. And I found this one really cute. I have to say, I didn't watch much of it, but the amount that I did watch, I thought it was great. I thought it was quite pleasant. It made me laugh. There was a lot of lowly characters. So I approve. Yes, I approve. There was a lot of cute girls. Maybe not lowlies, but they were cute. I would definitely watch again and continue to watch it. Watch it if you want. Don't watch it if you don't want. I'm not your mom unless you want to call me mommy. That's okay. You can call me mommy. Question of the day. Are you monogamous or are you a whore? Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Come on. We all know those polyamorous folks are just whores. Am I joking or am I not? I don't know. Someone is going to be upset. I only watch my Oshi. Good answer, Lechuga. That's the best answer. I kind of remember she fell from the stairs. It's been a while. I kind of remember that. Okay, Hiragana Mitsude, I trust you. I believe you. Also, good meowing again. You calling out poor Mamo. Mamo, believe it or not, Mamo is monogamous, but he's also a whore. He's both. He's... I don't know if he's here right now, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're watching this VOD in the future, Mamo. But you know it's true. You and I both know it's true. When he's in love, he's monogamous, but he's too nice to people, so, you know, you could say he has whore tendencies. Razor says monogamous. I would never be with another person. I'm monogamous right now to multiple partners. 3 is too much. I love them, so okay, as long as you're happy. As long as you're happy and they're happy. Do they know about each other, by the way? If I had a woman, I would be poly, but with VTubers, I'm a turbo whore. Kanan, we all know. It's very obvious. I'm not joking. Yeah, you're... That's why I can't accept your marriage proposal, because... You know? Actually, now that I think about it, though, I am a cuck, so maybe I'm supposed to. Get me out and kiss enjoyer. Maro says monogamous. Aspect is monogamous. Aspect is married. Lexipate says wife for the rest of my life. Good answer. I'm no whore. If I find someone, it will be rare. You will. You will. I don't either. I'm monogamous because one female is enough of a headache to deal with. Z Graves, that is the realest answer. I'm not even being sexist. It's just true. It's just true. I have yet to meet a single or married, take it. I just mean an individual woman. I have yet to meet one in this whole world that isn't a lot to handle. Even the ones that I really, really like Heian, I want her to be my wife. Heian, I want to be my wife, but she is high maintenance. Mono for cats. Nathan is my only cat. Mamo has a lot of love to give. I agree. I'm a bit of a whore, but I'm monogamous, right? LDTGX, okay. Monogamous whore is an oxymoronic statement. I watch as many VTubers as humanly possible, but Moon is the only streamer I try to always watch. Thanks, Links Treehouse. Okay, so you're like kind of in between. Can't even get one. How can I get more? Tarragon Drag Neil, you'd be surprised, but sometimes having one is the secret to getting more. Yes, you heard it. I'll say it. It's not sexism if it's true. Some women are more attracted to guys that are taken. I don't know why. I'm not saying I'm one of them. I'm just saying that's a trend I've observed. I think it's sort of like, you know what it's like? It's like restaurants. This reminds me of the economics book. Oh my god, sorry. It's like branding, right? If you get one woman to agree to date you, it's like a shorthand, right? It's like a Yelp review. It's like other women are kind of like, all right, he must be okay. He convinced her, and depending on how great she is, you know, that could be an increased effect. I have 3 bitches in my bed, my 3 puppies. Oh, cute. Can't break up with someone you do love? Guess not. Getting one partner is an achievement. You want me to get more? Piscana, I just explained the math. To be honest, if I am, I treat people nice. Just don't date. That's okay. 3 women is max. Mother, wife, daughter, no more. Okay. Mother, wife, daughter? Anyway, I'm not going to say the thought that just came into my head. I know, family-friendly stream. I'll keep it that way. There's a subreddit for that. People want what they can't get. That's true. The hard part is getting one. Moonson is right. When I was in a relationship, it was getting crazy. As soon as you get a girlfriend, wife, it makes women go ooga booga. Yep. You're not one of them, but you want to be cucked. Yep. Being taken is a sign that the dude has something going on, right? I wish I can be a whore, but nope, I got roped into. Moon, I said that like 5 minutes ago. Sorry, Piscata, I'm bad at reading the chat when there's, but, you know, it's a skill issue. I don't have to cope, it's true. I struggle. People want what they. I read that too. Wow, wow, wow. Wear a fake wedding band. Yes, that works. Anyway, I didn't answer the question myself, but believe it or not, I'm a monogamous kitty. That's why I keep rejecting Moonies left and right. You know, because I want to stay monogamous. I don't want to cheat on anyone. No, that's the logic. Okay, cancel corner. Any guesses? Any guesses about what we are canceling today? Canceling something, that's for sure. You cannot date your daughter. Exit. Anime dares to disagree with that concept. I'm just saying. Just saying. Moon, you can't cheat if you are single. I cheat on my teddy bear. Just kidding, I haven't done that. I love my teddy bear. Illusions, optical illusions. Okay, that would be the straightforward answer. Hypnotism, that's close. Canceling magic, concentric circles. I'll give you a hint. We kind of talked about it before. Maybe some CIA hypnosis you're doing on us. Canceling propaganda. Still getting closer. I found an English femboy VTuber. You aren't my only one. Aw, man. Aw, man. I thought I was the only femboy. Hey, Sasuke and Umans. Good meowing. Inumbus? Sissy Hypno. No, not ever. 4409. We're not on that side of the internet yet. Okay, we're not. This. That would be a good one, though. That would be a good one. We're not canceling math or James Bond. LGTDX, let's just go with tunnels. That's not the answer, but it's kind of like that. The idea I had in mind today is I want to cancel the pervasive sense of having no direction and feeling like you're pulled into this like void without being in control, and things just keep moving forward and life passes you by and your decisions aren't your own. I don't know how to encompass that in one word, but that's the emotion I want to cancel today. I just feel like life is passing me by and maybe I'm wasting it in some ways. And maybe, you know, if I made other decisions, I'd be happier. I'm not saying to regret, but I'm just saying that I want to, you know, I want to live well. That's what it comes down. Anyway, you're canceled. Whatever you are. You brain worm. Get out of my brain. That's a good thing to cancel. I'm leaving a message. Okay, fine. Women are like rocks because the flat ones get skipped. That's not true. People in my chat love flat women. Don't give her ideas. She's about to open some spicy ASMR. Not till next week. Wow, 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 wow. Anyway, that's all for today. I will give you a quote and then I will leave. I've gone over time enough already. Here's the quote. Don't cling, don't chase, don't beg. So, you know, take in advice from my fathers over on Twitter and X. I think I like this one. You can do it. You can try. You can try to cling and chase and beg, but it doesn't work and you lose your self-respect. So, you know, it's a trade-off. You gotta pick. You gotta pick and choose. Also your own father? No, I collect random motivational gurus on Twitter, like on the space of Twitter, who like write life advice. A lot of them are, like I said, they're in my target demographic audience. Like I found this one guy who's 54 and he only got married in his 40s and started a family and started a business. So he was kind of like a late bloomer and he posts all this advice and like quotes and stuff. And I follow them because I don't have my own father to look to for advice. So, you know, they're like a surrogate or a substitute rather. Anyway, that's enough trauma dumping for one day. I gotta go. Bye. Stream is over. Bye. Random internet daddies. Exactly, Julian. And Lemmy has like a whole instance about that where like you can kind of rent a father for free. Get mad and cheeseaholic cheese. I mean cheese cheese. Sorry, I made up your name for a second there. Moonies will cling to you and you can't shake us off. Fine, fine, fine. If you never chase, you never catch. You don't have to chase. You just put a trap and wait for her to get into the trap. Guys, I'm not suggesting that you like kidnap women or anything like that. I'm just saying words. Thank you for the stream. Aw, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all very, 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 very much. You cheer me up. You give me energy. I'll be back tomorrow with the business meeting, Senpai Notice Me Sunday. I hope you have a lovely Saturday and a beautiful weekend. And yeah, you know, I'm going to try to do something special for Twitch because it looks like we're going to be hitting 1K followers soon. And then I don't know what else to say. Have a good one. I love you. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Also, kiss. Kiss. Happy 1 year. Happy 1 year anniversary. Thank you for following me from the beginning and subscribing from the beginning. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. Bye.